Have you ever felt trapped in a routine, living just to solve the problems of today without seeing the future? What if I told you that there's a way of thinking that could not only change your perception of reality, but completely transform your life? No, this isn't another empty promise. Thinking in 4 dimensions is the key that great innovators like Nikola Tesla used to go beyond the limitations of the present and create the future. But you might be asking, how does this apply to my life? Imagine being able to make decisions today that not only solve your immediate problems, but also pave the way for success and well-being in the future. Sounds good, right? And the best part, you can start doing this now. And believe me, the results won't take long to appear. Imagine for a moment that you could extend your thoughts beyond the present, connecting to both the past and future in a clear and strategic way. It's as if your mind becomes a bridge between what has already happened and what is yet to come. This, my friend, is 4-dimensional thinking. It doesn't limit itself to the now, and by adopting this mindset, you not only improve your long-term decision-making, but also unlock your creative potential. Visionaries like Nikola Tesla mastered this concept long before it was widely understood, and that's why their inventions changed the world. When you start thinking in 4 dimensions, you can better visualize your long-term goals. It's like creating a map where every step you take today is part of a bigger journey. Picture an artist who, before even touching the brush, already envisions the complete painting with all its nuances of color and shadow. 4-dimensional thinking allows you to do the same, whether you're outlining a career goal or planning for your physical and mental well-being. This broader vision also encourages a state of mindfulness, where you maintain a healthy balance between the now and what's to come. One of the keys to implementing 4-dimensional thinking is learning to disconnect from the urgency of the present. Instead of focusing solely on immediate problems, visualize the long-term impact of your choices. This requires resilience to change, because humans tend to cling to the comfort of the familiar. But when you open yourself to this mental transformation, creativity blossoms. Over time, you'll realize that even challenges once considered insurmountable can be viewed from a different, more strategic and innovative perspective, clearing the way for new solutions. When you adopt 4-dimensional thinking, one of the first benefits you'll notice is the ability to break through limitations that once seemed insurmountable. Great minds like Nikola Tesla mastered this skill. By seeing beyond the present moment, they could free themselves from immediate challenges and envision innovative solutions. Tesla, for instance, didn't just focus on what his invention could do in the present. He thought about its impact on future generations. This kind of vision not only allows for innovation, but also turns the impossible into reality. Thinking beyond the barriers of the present moment can be challenging, especially because we're conditioned to solve problems with an immediate mindset. However, by practicing this expanded way of thinking, you'll become able to see a clearer path to achieving your long-term goals. A good example is financial planning. Instead of focusing solely on this month's bills, think about investments that could generate future income, like shares in tech companies that promise sustainable growth. This type of strategy is what separates a visionary from someone stuck in their current circumstances. To break these limitations, it's crucial to develop resistance to change. Often, our brain prefers the comfort of what we already know, even if it holds us back from growing. By opening yourself up to new possibilities, you start to see opportunities where there were once only obstacles. Small daily steps, like studying new concepts or surrounding yourself with people who think outside the box, can make all the difference. Over time, you'll notice that this mindset not only increases your resilience, but also transforms how you approach any challenge in life. Adopting 4-dimensional thinking not only changes how you view your goals, but also directly impacts your well-being. When you start thinking beyond the immediate present and begin to see the long term, your stress levels tend to decrease. This happens because you stop being a prisoner of the pressures of the now and start to understand that every small step counts towards something bigger. It's like building a house brick by brick, knowing that in the end, you'll have a safe shelter. This kind of mentality promotes more stable mental health, reducing the anxiety that so often consumes us. The mind and body are closely connected, and physical well-being is also positively affected when you adopt this long-term mindset. Think, for example, of someone who decides to adopt healthy habits, like regular exercise and balanced eating. These choices may not bring immediate benefits, but over time, you'll see that physical well-being is a natural consequence of this commitment to the future. Practicing mindfulness by focusing on the present with a future vision is an excellent way to start building this transformation, balancing mind and body in harmony. Focusing on long-term goals develops mental resilience, something essential for overcoming daily challenges. Small practices like meditation and breathing exercises are powerful allies in this process. They help calm the mind and allow you to maintain the clarity needed to make conscious choices. Imagine you're running a marathon. Keeping your mind focused on the final goal, instead of each obstacle along the way, is what will give you the strength to keep going. And this resistance to change, so necessary for true transformation, begins with small daily actions that benefit both mental and physical well-being. When it comes to achieving big goals, having a short-term vision might bring quick results. But it's four-dimensional thinking that truly drives transformation. Focusing on long-term goals is like planting a seed that needs to be watered consistently. The actions you take today, no matter how small they seem, are directly tied to what you'll harvest in the future. A practical example is developing professional skills. The time you invest now in learning new competencies will put you ahead 5 or 10 years from now. True transformation requires patience and strategy. Short-term goals can be tempting. After all, who doesn't like to see quick results? However, they don't guarantee long-term sustainability. An investor, for example, might be dazzled by quick gains in the financial market, but it's the one who focuses on solid and lasting investments, like shares in innovative companies or real estate, who truly builds a strong foundation for the future. The key lies in aligning your daily actions with the larger goals you have for your life, always keeping in mind the impact these small decisions will have years down the line. Resilience is a fundamental skill for anyone looking to achieve long-term goals. Keeping focused on your objectives requires not only continuous effort, but also the ability to adapt to changes and resist the temptation to abandon the plan when results don't appear right away. Think of an athlete training for an important competition. Each day of training, no matter how challenging, is aligned with the ultimate goal of success on race day. In the same way, your personal and professional goals require perseverance and a clear vision of what you want to achieve in the future. Now that you understand the power of four-dimensional thinking, the question is, how do you apply it in your daily life? One of the first practical steps is to adopt the practice of mindfulness. Being present in the moment while maintaining a long-term vision helps balance your actions. Something as simple as setting aside a few minutes a day to meditate can make a big difference. In addition, setting clear goals for the future is essential. It's not enough to just want change. You need to know where you're headed. Use tools like a journal or organization apps to plan your goals and visualize your progress. Another effective way to incorporate four-dimensional thinking is to seek out new experiences that expand your perspective. Often, we get stuck in routines that limit our creativity and innovation. By opening yourself to the new, whether by learning a new language or traveling to an unfamiliar place, you activate dormant areas of your brain. Additionally, positive affirmations play an important role. By verbalizing your intentions for the future, you program your subconscious mind to act in line with your desires. This simple habit, done consistently, can lead to profound transformations. Small practical steps are the key to sustaining this mindset over time. It's not necessary to make big changes all at once. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Imagine someone who wants to improve their physical health. Starting with a 20-minute walk each day may seem insignificant, but over time, this evolves into a more intense exercise routine. The same goes for your mind. By dedicating time daily to reflect on your long-term goals and act accordingly, you'll gradually build the transformation you desire. The great challenge of four-dimensional thinking is knowing how to balance the present with the future. Living in the present is essential, but we can't forget about the goals we have ahead of us. The small steps we take today shape our tomorrow. It's like walking down a long road where each daily choice brings you closer to or further from your final destination. To achieve this, consistency is key. A good way to balance this is by breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable tasks for the day-to-day. This way, you can stay focused on the present without losing sight of the future. To balance the present and future, it's crucial to adopt habits that support this mindset. For instance, you can begin organizing your finances to ensure a comfortable retirement without sacrificing the present. This means finding a middle ground between saving for the future and enjoying today. The same goes for your physical and mental health. Exercising and taking care of your mind are investments that bring both immediate and long-term benefits. Consistency in these habits is what turns distant dreams into tangible realities. Dealing with the demands of the present while keeping an eye on the future also involves a degree of resilience. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes our long-term goals may seem distant. However, it's essential to stay firm and understand that success is built gradually. Think of a builder raising a bridge. Each block placed is essential to reach the other side. Likewise, your daily actions, no matter how simple, are paving the way to your ideal future. Thus, balancing the present and future becomes the key to true progress. Four-dimensional thinking not only expands your vision of the future, but also enhances creativity and innovation. When you consciously connect the past, present, and future, you open doors to solutions that once seemed unattainable. Many of the greatest innovations in history came from minds that were able to think beyond the immediate. By combining accumulated knowledge with the courage to imagine what doesn't yet exist, it's possible to create new realities. This is precisely how successful artists, inventors, and entrepreneurs shape the world around them. For creativity to flourish, it's necessary to challenge the boundaries of traditional thinking. For example, consider someone working in design. By looking at past trends, understanding the present, and predicting what people will want in the future, they can create something entirely new and relevant. Innovation is born from this ability to see beyond the now. And it's not something reserved only for the great geniuses of history, like Tesla. You too can develop this creative outlook. Small actions, such as trying new hobbies or studying unfamiliar fields, can awaken that spark of innovation. Creativity and innovation also require mental space to manifest. It's important to set aside moments in your day to think outside the box, free from distractions and immediate problems. A practical example would be scheduling weekly time solely for reflection and exploring new ideas, whether in work or personal life. By doing this, you create an environment where new solutions can emerge without the pressure of immediate results. The key is to connect these moments of inspiration with your long-term goals, creating a continuous flow of creativity and innovation. When embarking on the journey of four-dimensional thinking, you will inevitably encounter obstacles. Resistance to change is one of the biggest challenges. Often, people remain stuck in the comfort of what they already know, afraid of the unknown. However, it's important to remember that growth only happens when you abandon what's familiar and embrace the new. Nikola Tesla, for example, faced immense resistance when he introduced his innovative ideas. Still, he persisted, overcoming barriers and revolutionizing the world with his vision of the future. Another common obstacle is the fear of failure. It can be paralyzing, but it's also an excellent teacher. A long-term mindset helps you view each failure as an opportunity for learning. Think of great entrepreneurs who failed multiple times before achieving success. Every time they fell, they got up with more resilience. To apply this in your daily life, try to transform each challenge into a chance for growth. When something goes wrong, instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This is the type of mindset that prepares you for any adversity. Overcoming obstacles isn't about brute strength, but strategy and persistence. Small, gradual steps are the way to overcome resistance to change and fear of the unknown. Just as a plant grows slowly and steadily, you too can progress little by little. The secret is not to stop. Even in the face of difficulties, keep moving, adapting, transforming. And with that, each obstacle you overcome becomes another step toward the transformation you seek. The next step is to apply this mindset to every challenge that arises. Now it's time to apply everything you've learned. When we look at life's challenges from a four-dimensional perspective, they take on new meaning. Every obstacle you face, every difficulty, becomes an essential piece of the larger puzzle of your journey. Think of a builder who, when erecting a building, understands that every brick is part of something much greater. In the same way, each small effort of yours, every decision made in the present, is shaping your future. This promotes incredible resilience because you realize that each phase is temporary and part of something much larger. The resilience that four-dimensional thinking promotes isn't just mental but emotional as well. When you face difficult situations, knowing they are temporary and part of a bigger plan, your stress level decreases. Practicing this can be as simple as reassessing daily problems and asking, how does this fit into my long-term goal? By doing this, you begin to make wiser and more strategic decisions. It's like an athlete who, even amid the exhaustion of intense training, stays focused on the final competition. Practicing four-dimensional thinking also means adapting to the unexpected and turning challenges into opportunities. When something unforeseen happens, instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as a new path to explore. This mindset ensures that you keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles in your way. Think about all the times you've already overcome challenges. Use those experiences as fuel to keep going, knowing that every decision made today is building the future you desire. And with that, you'll see that challenges are in fact opportunities in disguise. Now that you're familiar with the power of four-dimensional thinking, the question is, what are you going to do with it? Are you ready to apply this knowledge and transform your life? Think carefully, because true change begins with a decision. What will you do differently today to make the future you desire a reality? Are you willing to let go of the comfort of the immediate in order to invest in your long-term well-being? The time to act is now. Set aside the resistance to change and start mapping out the small steps that will lead you to great results. And if you want to continue on this journey of transformation, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Here, we'll always explore ways to elevate your mind and achieve your biggest goals. Shall we go together?